A room without books is like a body without a soul. More is lost by indecision than wrong decision. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. It will steal you blind. A happy life consists in tranquility of mind. Silence is one of the great arts of conversation. While there's life, there's hope. If I had more time, I would have written a shorter letter. We study history not to be clever in another time, but to be wise always. If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. To err is human, but to persevere in error is only the act of a fool. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. It is exercise alone that supports the spirits and keeps the mind in vigor. Sometimes I do what I want to. The rest of the time, I do what I have to. Life without learning is death. If you wish to persuade me, you must think my thoughts, feel my feelings, and speak my words. Diseases of the soul are more dangerous and more numerous than those of the body. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is the worth of human life, unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history? Read at every weight, read at all hours, read within leisure, read in times of labor, read as one goes in, read as one goeth out. The task of the educated mind is simply put, read to lead. Life is nothing without friendship. A nation can survive its fools, and even the ambitious, but it cannot survive treason from within. The safety of the people shall be the highest law. In nothing do men more nearly approach the gods than in giving health to men. What then is freedom? The power to live as one wishes. The more laws, the less justice. Probability is the very guide of life. The purpose of education is to free the student from the tyranny of the present. Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error. Loyalty is what we seek in friendship. It is the peculiar quality of a fool to perceive the faults of others and to forget his own. To live long, live slowly. Times are bad. Children no longer obey their parents, and everyone is writing a book. The Jews belong to a dark and repulsive force. One knows how numerous this clique is, how they stick together, and what power they exercise through their unions. They are a nation of rascals and deceivers. The life of the dead is placed in the memory of the living. Before beginning, plan carefully. The life given us by nature is short, but the memory of a well-spent life is eternal. What society does to its children, so will its children do to society. Those who do not know history will forever remain children. Live as brave men, and if fortune is adverse, front its blows with brave hearts. The life of the dead is placed on the memories of the living. The love you gave in life keeps people alive beyond their time. Anyone who was given love will always live on in another's heart. History is the witness of the times, the light of truth, the life of memory, the teacher of life, the messenger of antiquity. The higher we are placed, the more humbly we should walk. Man is his own worst enemy. The wise are instructed by reason, average minds by experience, the stupid by necessity, and the brute by instinct. In times of war, the law falls silent. Poor is the nation that has no heroes, but poorer still is the nation that having heroes, fails to remember and honor them. Dum spiro sparrow. To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. The soil of their native land is dear to all the hearts of mankind. Politicians are not born, they are excreted. Freedom is a possession of inestimable value. I have always been of the opinion that unpopularity earned by doing what is right is not unpopularity at all, but glory. Confidence is that feeling by which the mind embarks in great and honorable courses with a sure hope and trust in itself. The closer the collapse of the empire, the crazier its laws are. The face is a picture of the mind with the eyes as its interpreter. The greater the difficulty, the greater the glory. There are two ways to resolve conflicts, through violence or through negotiation. Violence is for wild beasts, negotiation is for human beings. Freedom is participation in power. A thankful heart is not only the greatest virtue, but the parent of all the other virtues. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words but to live by them. If a man cannot feel the power of God when he looks upon the stars, then I doubt whether he is capable of any feeling at all. Life is short, but art lives forever. The authority of those who teach is often an obstacle to those who want to learn. Old age, the crown of life, our play's last act. I remember the very thing that I do not wish to, I cannot forget the things I wish to forget. The real friend is another self. The pursuit, even of the best things, ought to be calm and tranquil. Rightly defined philosophy is simply the love of wisdom. Nature has planted in our minds an insatiable longing to see the truth. Where is there dignity unless there is honesty? I am not ashamed to confess that I am ignorant of what I do not know. Our thoughts are free. There is nothing God cannot do. Within the character of the citizen lies the welfare of the nation. The sinews of war are infinite money. The foundation of justice is good faith. The aim of forensic oratory is to teach, to delight, to move. It is fortune, not wisdom, that rules man's life. The science of love is the philosophy of the heart. Laws are silent in time of war. Trust no one unless you have eaten much salt with him. The man who backbites an absent friend, nay, who does not stand up for him when another blames him, the man who angles for bursts of laughter and for the repute of a wit, who can invent what he never saw, who cannot keep a secret, that man is black at heart, mark and avoid him. After victory, you have more enemies. Love is the attempt to form a friendship inspired by beauty. No one has the right to be sorry for himself for a misfortune that strikes everyone. History is indeed the witness of the times, the light of truth. The causes of events are ever more interesting than the events themselves.